This is how you override discipline. Discipline really just implies that you're doing something that you don't want to do, right? Mike Tyson put it best. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it as though you love it. But now imagine you could do what you hated to do, but actually love it. Or not even love it. You don't have to love anything. We always want to put emotions onto stuff, but emotions are always going to be there. We just got to do what we got to do, right? So imagine this. It's literally as simple as brushing your teeth, doing the difficult things, making it as like it's literally just a part of who you are. Like a lion roars, a dog barks, and you do the impossible. You do the amazing things. How cool would that be? But that is possible. And the reason why people from all walks of life become successful in any of their endeavors is because of applying this mentality. That is just who they are. Something that I teach my clients is that we are the result of the things we do on a daily basis. That's all you are. You are your habits. You are what you do on a daily basis. Okay? We call a swimmer because they swim, right? I was going to say the same with a fish. Yeah, call a fish because it does this, this, and this, and it looks like this, this, and this. We can tell what or who something is by what it does repeatedly. That's who you are. Okay, so when you're looking to become something new, right? I heard something really cool from Joe Dispenza. You want to live a new personal reality. You need to embody a new personality or something to that effect. But it's true. You want to become something new. And this is why people who are trying to say stop smoking or stop drinking, that very word, trying, is the main reason that they never do and they always relapse. Because they're still identified with the action that they're trying to get rid of. I'm trying to do this instead of saying, I'm not a smoker or I don't drink, right? When you try anything, you're not actually getting there. You're never getting there. You either do it or you don't. So this is the mentality that you need to get into to make success not just something that you're trying to do, but something that is your everyday life, right? And if you're familiar with the teachings of Neville Goddard, you know that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And what does that mean? Literally, you're moving the needle forward every single day. It's not about the end goal. Cat is definitely eating something he shouldn't be.
Hey, pussy. What you playing with?
Sorry, guys. Honestly, rewiring your habits is how you essentially jump timelines. All I really want to talk about is how you do that, how you get in the zone. We're so wired or programmed to think about yesterday, or think about the future, always in a form of anxiety, or usually in a form of anxiety of the future or depression of the past. None of these things we're in control of. Okay, all we're in control of is the present. So in the present moment, how do you want to feel? How do you want to move? Okay, look forward into the future. What do you want for yourself? Right? And this is literally exactly what I do, right? A bit more info on what I actually do for people. We literally reverse engineer the person that they want to become. And we put it into my success schedule framework. So what is it that you want to be? Let's reverse engineer it and let's do that now. Time is an illusion. It's an illusion. Like, there's no need to wait for anything. And you don't have to see the physical results right now. As long as you feel it, right, in your mind and in your heart. Okay, as a man thinketh, right? Whatever you choose to believe, you're correct. So let's live from the future version of ourselves now. Because what we're doing is, this is where we are in our physical reality. And this is where we want to be, okay? The middle is time dependent, okay? But what stops us from being there is the embodiment, all right? So now if we decide we're going to do the things, okay, we're going to live this life. We're here, but I'm going to live this life. What we've done, right? Let's say one end is where you are, one end is the future version. We've collapsed it together. These two worlds collide. Yes, it's that simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's not easy because your mind, your limiting belief, your subconscious limiting beliefs and your conscious limiting beliefs are going to initially find every reason for you not to succeed. And that's okay, right? Part of this is understanding there's no good and evil doesn't actually matter, right? We just take everything for what it is and we address it We don't have fear of anything. We don't worry about, why do I keep self-sabotaging? Just acknowledge, okay, I self-sabotage. This is why. And we don't always even need to know why, but the why comes out anyway. And we say, cool, I've addressed this. And this is what I want to believe instead. And choose that. And all you're doing is reinforcing the good habits. So for example, let's say I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. I want to be proud of what I see in the mirror. You know, I don't want to walk up the stairs. I want to be able to go for runs. I want to be able to do these things, right? Let's say we're talking about actually just living a healthy body, all right? Starting with that. But say you got things like work getting in the way. Maybe you run a business and it's a lot of time, maybe taking care of people, employees, or you're a family person, you know, whatever it may be, whatever, essentially whatever limiting belief is stopping you from being there right now. Fast forward into the future. Okay. So I am everything that I said I am. I am this healthy version of myself. How do I accomplish that? Like, what am I doing to make sure I do that? Okay. So I'm getting up earlier in the morning so now literally you're taking your brain away from where you're currently at, right? Your current excuses might be, it's too much time, but what would the version of you that is able to do all of these things say? Okay, obviously my health is my priority, so I make time for my health. You know, I get up a bit earlier, I meal prep. So you're literally stealing from your future self and bringing it into the here and now, because the future self will always be your future self if you don't take from it and implement it into now. That's it, right? What separates your future version from your present version is literally the way you think. And obviously from the way you think, that's where your actions come out of, okay? So if we now think and act or behave and move as the version of ourselves that we want to be, we are that version of ourselves. And the only thing in this material realm that can test your belief is time. But we know time is an illusion, right? So we don't focus on what we can physically see with our eyes. We focus on what we see in here. And we continue to reinforce that until all of a sudden it's here. Hey, I hope this was useful. I don't really know how to sign off yet, but that's it. I hope this was useful. Let me know, okay, what you can start doing today to shift you from your current state to the version of yourself that you know you are capable of becoming, okay? And if you're looking for coaching or even want to jump on a free consultation call, link is in my bio. Much love, my people.